Welcome to the Teaching Unfiltered podcast. I'm Cindy Homberg Smith, your teacher bestie, right here in the trenches with you, celebrating the highs and holding your hand through the lows of this wild, wonderful teaching journey. Now, if you're craving more than just survival mode, if you're ready to elevate every part of your life, both in and outside of the classroom, then you've arrived at the right spot. Finding me has not been by coincidence. You are being guided because you know there are bigger things in store for you. And today you have found like-minded teachers seeking the same bigger life. Here, we dive deep into what truly matters: personal growth, mindset shifts, empowerment, teaching with heart, and finding the balance between your passion and your purpose. We'll explore spirituality, self-education, well-being, teacherpreneurship, side hustles, goal setting, and crafting those big, audacious teacher dreams, whether they keep you in the classroom or propel you into something even greater outside of the four walls. This podcast is your dose of real talk, packed with simple, powerful, and practical steps to reclaim your joy, your time, and your soul. We're teachers, yes, but we're so much more than that after the lanyard comes off, after the 3 p.m. bell. So if you're ready to start living life on your terms, pull up a chair around my table, grab your favorite teacher drink, and let's dive into the unfiltered truths of teacher life together. Welcome home to Teaching Unfiltered, proudly sponsored by Lizard Learning Publishing. Now, before we dive in, I have a small favor to ask to help more teachers to discover this podcast and to spread a positive message about navigating this teaching profession. Could you take just a moment to hit that subscribe button, please? It only takes a few minutes to subscribe, rate, and review this little show with a big message. Your support means the world to me, and it helps us reach more teachers who need it the most. A huge thank you from the bottom of my heart for supporting teachers and the Teaching Unfiltered podcast. Rightio, let's jump into today's episode, and it is day 7 of the Chaos to Clarity Teacher Challenge for 2025, and it is all about sorting your shelves. So if you're feeling overwhelmed by the clutter in your classroom or at home, this episode is for you. So grab your coffee, grab a wine, grab a rum and coke if it was me, find a comfy spot, and let's chat about decluttering, organizing, and finding a little more peace in your chaotic teacher life. Now, let me take you back to my teaching days. I was that teacher with the room. You know, the one other teachers walked into and sighed, "How do you keep it so clean?" My shelves, they were color-coded like a rainbow. There were red spines in one section, blues and greens cascading into each other. I had containers for everything. I don't know whether they've got them now, but I used to just go to the deli at Coles and Woolies, and it was the Mrs. Crockett's Kitchen big square containers that they had, and they would have the pasta and the coleslaw in it. And at Coles or Woolies, they would empty that out into their containers to put into the deli window. And I would just ask for those and they would give them to me. So I had these containers for the pencils, sticky notes, pom-poms, paper, crumpled paper, glitter paper, paper clips, all labeled. It was everything that I could possibly want in a classroom, all my art supplies, all labeled in a font that matched my classroom theme. The teacher aides loved my room. Need a stapler, top shelf, second container from the right, one extra glitter glue, bottom shelf, left-hand side. It wasn't just about the aesthetic, it was about functionality. Because I have ADHD, but I didn't know it, I was only diagnosed in 2024, last year. And I didn't know it at the time, but I was like, it was self-preservation because I had to organize my life because my head was so chaotic, but I didn't know that I was doing it at the time. So if you have ADHD like myself, maybe undiagnosed yet, or you just know that you've got it and never will be diagnosed, that is also great. Then it's these types of strategies. This is why I am doing this challenge for us, to help us just reduce the monkey mind and the running around and the madness that happens when school starts. But guess what? All of this, it didn't happen overnight. It was a process. So I also had some great mentors at school that I saw their classrooms were beautiful as well. So with my ADHD, with my self-preservation, obviously just trying to get some order in my life, then, you know, these little things it was a process that didn't just happen instantly. So don't stress if you don't have all the containers or it's going to cost you $100 to buy them. No, don't worry about that. It is a process that will happen over time. Now, I love the psychology of life, and that's what I'm really trying to bring to teaching, because it's what we need. We're taught about classroom management. We're taught reading groups and all this at uni, but we are not taught about the mindset that you need to have as a teacher. So let's get into the psychology for a moment. So did you know that clutter actually increases stress and reduces your brain's ability to focus? I've said this, we are up to week 7 now. Day 7 of the challenge. And I think I've said this in every single episode or every single newsletter. As teachers, our minds are already juggling 1,000 things: lesson plans, marking, student needs, parent emails. An untidy space adds to that mental load, but a clean, organized environment that signals to your brain, hey, I've got this. It's like a breath of fresh air every time you walk into your room. Plus, an organized space, it fosters creativity, it boosts productivity, and it saves you time when you're looking for things. So the less chaos around you, this equals less chaos in your mind. Now, I'm just going to have a quick little break for a drink of water, and I'll be right back after this quick little ad. Now, there's a special offer for reducing all the clutter with the Daily Review Hub. Now, speaking of saving space, let's talk about something that will make your life so much easier, and it's the Daily Review subscription from Lizard Learning. Now, with our challenge today being all about decluttering our shelves, then having the Daily Review Hub in one place with one subscription, and it's all digital. You can download. There are elements to some of the books there, the colouring in books, the prep, pre-literacy, numeracy books, they can be downloaded. However, it is going to save you so much room in your classroom. So if you subscribe today, you'll get 50% off, and here's what you'll get. It's over 34 literacy and numeracy workbooks in one simple, easy to use subscription. No more stacks of books cluttering your shelves or filling your students' desks. It's just 5 literacy and 5 numeracy questions a day, complete with answers. You put it up on the board every single morning. It comes with a joke, a fun fact, and a daily quote, which I also love. I really believe our motto is laughing before learning here at Lizard Learning, and that creates just that beautiful transition from home into the classroom. It saves you time, money, and most importantly, that precious classroom space. So head to our website now to claim your discount and join the Daily Review movement. Now, that discount is only available until February the 10th, 2025. So make sure you get over there to lizardlearning.com. There is a free platform for you to try before you buy. And then if you want to upgrade, it's really simple to do in your account. And Glitter Glue is the coupon code, because we believe even our coupon codes need to sparkle. It is already set in the checkout. So jump over there and get started. Now, back to the episode. The benefits of an organized shelves. There are a few. I think I've listed about 5. So 1, it saves time. No more wasting precious minutes hunting for that one book or resource. Improves focus. So an uncluttered space helps you stay on task. It reduces overwhelm. A neat space feels manageable and it feels inviting. Number 4, it encourages efficiency. Students and aides can find what they need without interrupting you. That is a game changer. And 5, it creates a positive atmosphere. A tidy room sets the tone for calm and focus. Also, I know now as a parent on the other side, I walk into a classroom that the teacher is organized, everything has a spot. I know that their curriculum is on point. I know that their behavior management is on point. I know that they have clarity in their mind on exactly how their day is going to run. I love walking into a minimalist classroom, and that really gives me confidence for the year ahead for my daughter. Now, a step-by-step how to organize your shelves. Now, I get it. The thought of tackling your bookshelves can feel like climbing Mount Everest, but I'm going to break it down for you. I know that you're going back into school now and things are starting to stack You start doing that thought stacking in your mind, and then that starts to get to overwhelm. So we're going to break this down really easily. If this is the only thing that you do today, then that is totally fine. So we're going to start small. We're going to choose one shelf, just like we chose one teaching resource box. We chose one drawer. This is the same thing. We're just choosing one shelf. Don't try to tackle the whole thing at once, or the whole bookshelf, or the whole play center, or the whole reading corner, whatever shelf that you are tackling. We're only just going to do one shelf. So empty off that shelf completely. Take everything off. Yes, even the little dust bunnies hiding in the corners, the little toys, anything that's there, you are taking it off. You are going to give it a beautiful clean dust, and then that's going to smell refreshed and nice. And then you're going to sort into categories. You're going to group your items into categories for books, manipulatives, supplies, whatever you've got on those shelves. I'm thinking of like a bookshelf in my mind, but you might be thinking of a massive, huge bookshelf where you've got tubs and containers and all sorts of things. So you know your area and the space that you're thinking about here. Now, I want you to purge ruthlessly. Ask yourself, do I use this? Does it bring value? Is it going to be used in my teaching? Are my teacher aides going to need this? Is it going to benefit my students? Does it bring me joy? And if it doesn't answer any of those, then donate it, chuck it, do whatever, but get it out of your space. Someone else might need it, that resource that you've been holding on to for years. So feel free to donate it, and that will also be, reusing it to somebody who is going to find it worthwhile. Clean the shelf. That's what I just said. And trust me, this step is really satisfying. Now, organize thoughtfully. Arrange items by then a further category of size and color. So whatever works for you. Use containers, labels, or dividers to keep things nice and neat. And at the end, celebrate this progress. Step back, admire your work, and bask in the joy of one less chaotic corner. So, teachers, sorting your shelves isn't just about clearing your space. I have said it in every podcast, in every newsletter since we started this challenge. It's about clearing your mind, and it's about creating a positive energy in your room. When you get rid of the old stuff, then you can welcome in the new things, boosting your efficiency and creating a classroom that works for you, not against you. Remember, we are now going to control our day. No longer is our day going to control us. You don't have to do this all at once, remember, so it's just small steps that lead to really big results. So as we wrap up today's episode, I want to remind you that you don't have to navigate this teaching journey alone, and this is how I can help you further. Whether you're looking to save time and reduce stress with our Daily Review Hub, where your Maths and English review program is done for you every day of the school year, claiming hours back in prep for a Freedom First teacher life together with increasing results for your students, then head to lizardlearning.com. We are currently running a huge sale of 50% off. I want every single teacher globally using the Daily Review Hub. Your results for your students will increase if you consistently do it. It's a given. It's based on the science of learning. It's based on evidence-based practices. Now, so it's currently $78, and you will save yourself $78. So head to lizardlearning.com. There's a free platform, and you can jump onto that immediately from leaving this podcast. Number 2, you can, if you are struggling with ADHD or you're undiagnosed, but you know that you need help, as I did, I got myself a mentor and a coach to help me through just organizing myself and giving me tips and tricks and strategies to be able to do this podcast. It needs techniques. I can't sit here for a 30-minute podcast without leaning on some strategies that I've learned. So if you need the same thing, then I have opened up coaching sessions. I have found it very difficult. I guess it was a little block as to how do I move from a publishing media company into coaching. Well, you just go and do it, basically. So I've got the skills, I've got the knowledge, I've got thousands of hours of strategies and basically, the knowledge on board of ADHD, having it myself. And I know that I can transform your life once we start working together. So you can reach out to me at cindy@lizardlearning.com to have a chat, and we can see if we're going to be a really great fit to work together to really help you move the needle from having a chaotic mind to really being on task with that plan that you want for your life or your goals. Now head to Lizard Learning, take a browse around and see what will make your teacher life a little bit easier. And finally, live with intention, teach with passion, inspire with purpose, and I'll see you in the next episode. Hey, if you have enjoyed my podcast so far, I please ask you to subscribe, rate and review wherever you listen. This helps us reach more listeners to inspire, motivate and empower. I encourage you to tag your friends and give the podcast a 5-star review, as this will really help this little podcast grow. If you find any value today, please take a screenshot of the episode with the comment that resonated and share on Instagram at @lizard_learning. My love language are words of affirmation, so I love receiving your messages, your kind words, and to know that I'm bringing you content that will move the needle from where you are to where you wish to be in teacher life. Thank you so very much for listening.